Okay, so you like these COMMGiving marketing tips, right? And I'm out of school. I'm out of school, so I can tell you guys this. All right, and so, you know what? This is what I hear, right? These things are supposed to be private correspondence between me and you, and it's like, who the fuck are you? All right, so I'm just gonna put them up publicly. Anybody coming by can see them and hear them. All right, there's no privacy here to protect one and all. Okay, bow to the king of all media, bow to like Rush, bow to everybody. All right. You think I made this shit up? I don't make this shit up, right? I check who got dinged, who's getting away with it. I follow the grades. All right. So fuck y'all. All right. So obviously, for some in some corporations and companies, the money man, the sales guy, the always be closing guy with the steak knives and a Cadillac has taken over editorial control. And you know how? And you know why? Because everybody was focused on like internet advertising failing, not generating enough income while people watching less TV and cord cutting. So the sales guy, the Cadillac, the steak knives, always be closing, right? AIDA, right? Attention, interest, drive, whatever, right? Always be closing. Took over editorial. And you know how I did it? It's like this. Listen. If you gotta write something, at least say something good about something else so I can sell it. Whatever you do, I gotta be able to sell it. It's not good enough that's just reporting or journalism or interest. I gotta be able to sell it, baby. I gotta be able to close. Whatever you write, you always gotta be closing. And so one time on my blog, I go, is this like Wild Bill Hickok back in the day when all the newspapers back east just print whatever the fuck they heard about Wild Bill Hickok, right? They, like, half it was like myths, the other half were like untruths, whatever. Just entertaining the American public, right? But you know what? It was entertainment, and it might not have been accurate, but at least it held the country together. Nowadays, and it still sold newspapers. It sold newspapers. It held the country together, right? Even though stories about Wild Bill and stuff like that were half myths, right? You weren't really sure. Entertaining, held the country together. There was somebody in the Wild West looking after shit, all right? Nowadays, though, anything is for sale to anyone in the world, all right? From Russian oil men to Middle Eastern real estate developers to like Chinese telecom moguls. Anything is for sale right in Times Square. All right? It no longer serves the country. It is neutral. It is neutral. All right? Unless you got an omnipotent view of the economy, you know what's going on in the State Department, what's happening in the Pentagon, what's going on in West Virginia, and so on and so forth, where there's no fucking internet coverage. Unless you know everything a drop of fucking hat, you just don't have no clue what they're trying to do. I shared one story. All right, here's this fucking story. Australian company wanted Chinese customers. Practically a ferry ride away in the harbor. What do? They take on an ad in Times Square. It was like from Australia, they took out an ad in Times Square. The Chinese saw it, took a ferry ride over, and bought some Australian shit. All right? Nowadays, if you don't have the world grasped like in a fucking grain of rice like that, you just don't know what the fuck anybody is doing. And yet you are neutral and you are taking money from Russian oil men, fucking Chinese telecom moguls, you know, Eastern real estate developers just don't fucking know. Bid you a good night. Not me, you.